Trust. Self-trust. I don't think I have that. But I would like to... I was watching this video about, basically kind of explaining how you know you're ready for something. And the first thing is, how do you feel about it? I feel, doing the right thing is doing the right thing. Okay? As stated, when you're doing the right thing, your ego's not in it. Do you believe you can have it? No. No. The fact is, I don't trust this church, because all they do is lie, and when somebody tells you, we believe in punishing good people because it teaches them a lesson, I don't believe that they're going to give me the money. I don't believe that they're going to give me Mary Bowberry. I don't trust these people because all they did was lie, 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 backstab, backstab, backstab. And I remember Anal Eaton Mummy God being like, there's this thing called radical forgiveness, and you might want to think about that, Bobby. No, I don't think I want to think about that. I don't. Because of how you people think, and we're gonna get into that. What's bad about your drive? I must have wrote that down wrong. I don't really have drive. I've never felt driven in anything, because if you know anything about me, my victories are stolen from me, so I really don't care to try or apply myself. In fact, I actually take everything as a joke. I don't take anything serious, which is how I got through these people, because they kept trying to scare me and I kept treating it like a joke. I mean, they're immature as fuck. How do you take anybody serious when they operate like a 2-year-old? Like, oh, well, respect through fear. That's not respect, you stupid fuck. You've never had respect. You can't have it. You're pathetic like that. I don't know. I think I would be more driven in life if people weren't so obsessed with knifing me in the back. And what responsibilities are you secretly afraid of? All the responsibility. Because let's say I do believe they give me the money. Let's say I do believe that I'm going to get a wife. Let's say I do believe they're going to let me kind of do what I want, but not really, because the church only lets you do what they kind of want you to do. Trust me, nobody's in control of shit. Okay? The closest person to control is Bernie Sanders and that Mohammedani guy that are pro-socialists, but they're probably in there as more as figureheads than actual symbols of change. They're just in there to give people hope so nobody gives up and just kills themselves. So let's be honest about that. These people don't let you do... Dude, when I came up with that one movie where I literally put Jeffrey... It was supposed to be Jeffrey Dahmer literally meets members of the church that were lied to by the church. And then he's supposed to kill a bunch of people, he's supposed to do a bunch of horrible shit, and then at the end of the movie he's supposed to reveal this is also part of your religion. And then the both girls in it were supposed to just be like, this is great. Religion. That was the original ending of that movie. That was what was supposed to happen in that movie. Okay. They completely changed it, and they called me and they're like, we don't want to change the message, but the movie is destructive, it's destructive, it needs to be destructive, because you people need to be destroyed. What responsibilities are you secretly afraid of? All of them. So even if they do give me the money, even if I do get all the power, what comes with that? I said I wanted to help people. I will be responsible for redistributing $4 billion to actually help people who, honestly, in my opinion, just aren't worth saving. I believe this entire thing, to some extent, was some kind of ruse. Maybe by the universe, by God, or whatever you want to call it. I think gods or the universe send one actual, decent, good human being. Myself. To do a divine act to see if everybody is ready for change. And I think when that person fails, like I did, it symbols to the universe, we're not ready for change. That's my theory. And I believe I have fallen out of favor the universe, and I'm just going to ignore the fact that I want Legos and I keep finding Legos, and I'm going to ignore the fact that everywhere I go I seem to find money, which usually is a sign the universe loves you when it's just handing you shit that you want, but we're just going to ignore that because I personally feel on a interpersonal level that I've fallen out of favor with the universe because of the things you people forced me to do. I wanted to help that Nicole girl in school. I wanted to help Witchy Poo. I wanted to help all those people. But their way of repaying me was, let's hurt him as much as we can. Okay. You're not worth helping. And this is a message for the Memphis. If somebody ever does help you again, they're not gonna. It's impossible because I signed that perjury. But if it ever does happen again, try not to anally rape them, fuck them up, force them to eat a corpse, do all the bad things, and then scream it's somehow good for them. Be sure to put that amongst all your people and tell them, like, oh man, if somebody does something good for us, these are the things not to do. And then here's the things to do. Be thankful. Help them. Give them things. I know. It's very complicated. It doesn't involve stabbing them repeatedly. Okay, it doesn't involve anally raping them. It doesn't involve just hurting them again and again and again and then screaming, you somehow have the superior psychology because you guys see the church. That's the superior psychology at work. Well, that's what it looks like. System of control. No sympathy, no empathy. Just suffering. Just suffering for suffering's sake. No logic, no reason outside of, let's be honest, the true factors of the church is to keep the hands keep the money in the hands of the billionaire pedophiles that rape kids and eat baby brains, or eat women's brains and shit. So just keep that in mind, Memphis, the next time if somebody ever turns up to actually help you. Try not to fuck them up and turn them into a complete piece of shit, like your church leaders, or anybody in your religion, for that matter. Now I wanted to talk about why I don't trust myself. It's kind of funny because this feeds into that learned helplessness shit. I realized in high school when I started struggling with my comprehension problems started getting way, way worse when I was in high school, and I didn't know why. I realize now it was because that blue-eyed faggot and that stupid church leader poisoned me with heavy metals, and also in middle school, that fucking Jumanji faggot poisoned me with heavy metals another time. Because these people are retarded, okay? They managed to fuck up my academic life, and make me weirder. Great. Thanks for that. In doing so, they probably stole yet another future from me. Once again, another thing that was solely mine, stolen by a bunch of bastards who want to rape kids and eat people's brains and do all the wrong things. And somehow they're the victims in it. Yeah. I mean, I did read recently, there was a thing that said that some guy went and shot up one of these churches, which I guess that's going to be the start of the revolution. And then when I was on TikTok, this guy said this really weird thing that there's a secret cult that runs America that's demonic and it rapes women and eats people's brains. He literally said that at the end of his video. And that gives me hope because that means people are watching these, maybe. I remember this guy contacted me and told me one of my videos made it to Reddit. So maybe there's a bunch of crazy assholes out there that are actually shooting up churches and doing things. So finally, holy shit, dude. Woo! If you're one of these people, don't surrender to the police. These people are the police and they're gonna kill you. Shoot it out until you get to court. And then tell them why you did what you did. And then go, they had it coming. You guys should really rip up the First Amendment. So, congratulations on that. I feel so proud. I feel like a proud father. China is another thing that makes me proud. They know what they did. So, Yeah, I don't really trust in myself or believe in myself, and I don't do that specifically because people stole shit from me. When I was in Ackworth and these murder investigations first started, my cuddle buddy the entire time, because I didn't know, once again, I was given the power of attorney, I was a kid, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, I didn't understand a damn thing that was going on. I didn't have anything, I didn't know what was going on, okay? And I came up with a legal strategy, and it was actually going to work right up until my cuddle buddy told Stu what the strategy was. So you guys might go, what you did to her is disgusting. What she did to me is disgusting, and it helps Stu get away with murder. That is why she probably looks disgusting, because she is disgusting. It's amazing when people look the way they are. So... yeah. When dealing with that shit, like, and after that, my brother was dating this girl that was Puerto Rican, and she's also a member of this church, believe it or not. And she began leaking my fucking plans to put Stu in prison to Stu. So once again, every time I came up with a plan, somebody stole it from me. Now, part of the reason I was talking about my plans is I realized Stu hypnotized me into just telling everybody, and then he fucked up my brain with heavy metal, so I was just doing a bunch of stupid shit because I was extra stupid from heavy metals. And once again, this is the thing, they completely fucked me up and stole everything from me. Okay? Like, no. So I don't believe in myself. And this is the Pavlov dog syndrome. Remember that shit with Blondie? He doesn't have confidence. I was like, does this guy not have confidence? Or did you just kick the shit out of him his entire life? And then go, he doesn't have confidence. He doesn't have it because it's you again. Not open the door. Oh, it's the church! All my plans always fail. And weirdly, there is a retardation where people will actively work against me for what I used to believe was no reason. I remembered hanging out with my idiot friend Taco, and I don't remember what we were doing for the life of me, but I remember I came up with a plan, and he just deliberately took a hammer to it. And then when it was done, he was like, oh, we should have really stuck to the plan and did what you wanted, but I didn't want to do what you wanted me to do. I wanted to be in control. The stupid one. Wanted to be in control. Wonderful. It wasn't about that. It's because I don't care about people's feelings, which makes me a horrible leader, because I just go, fuck your feelings, we're gonna do the right thing, all the good things are gonna happen, everybody's gonna live peacefully, and then I'm gonna fuck off. That's what the plan is. And no! My feelings got ignored! I gotta fuck it up and ruin life for everybody because I'm fucking miserable! And this is the thing with emotionally stunted people. If they're miserable, they try to make everybody miserable. Which is why they shouldn't be in charge of anything. Your malignant narcissist leader should not be in charge of the church because they're miserable and they want to make everybody miserable. That is the whole sorrowful soul is good for you because they're fucking miserable and they want to add as much misery as they can because it's good for you. But I guarantee you, once again, if I took Stu, beat, raped, waterboarded, assaulted him, gouged out his eyes, mutilated, broken his fingers, grinded up his body, and just kept fucking beating him, he wouldn't be screaming, suffering is good for you. He would go, ah! Yeah, it's horrible! Victim! And then you'd get to see Stu's highest self, a pussy, because that's what he is. I know I'm really frustrated because I made up a plan, but honestly, the plan is very complicated. And I know it's gonna fail because it's complicated. I know it's gonna fail because every time I've ever planned anything, everybody around me has tried to steal it from me. That's just the bare bones facts. Like I said, I do believe that the universe may have sent me to see if everybody was ready to do the right thing. And let's talk about this. If I am some type of symbol that was supposed to be sent to see if everybody is ready to do the right thing, and the whole thing is to see if everybody is just going to shut the fuck up and do the right thing, we're fucked. Okay? That is how far gone I believe everybody in America is, and every member of this church is, for that matter, is we're fucked. Okay? Because nobody is willing to do the right thing. And in these people, integrity, but also not doing the right thing. Maybe you should put altruism as a part of your integrity. That way you be sure to follow it. Because you Boy Scouts and your integrity leads into baby raping, eating women's brains, and murdering innocent people. And you gotta go, Bobby, the church is the good thing. Would those people be dead if your church existed? Would those people be dead? And I don't want to hear this. We only kill pedophiles. No, you don't just kill pedophiles and bad people. You kill people that are arbitrarily selected by your church leader who makes them feel a certain way. Okay? You kill people at random. And your church leader, because he's a narcissist, spins a narrative that that person is a pedophile. They spin a narrative that that person's a human trafficker or a serial killer. They lie about it. Stu lied to everybody in Georgia about me murdering those people because that is who he is. He's going to lie about it because he's the victim in everything. And I do wonder if this really weird thing where I was talking to Stu, and Stu was talking about how they trick people into getting a loan from the church, and then they basically, he's going to frame you for murder, and they're going to be in control of everything. And I told Stu, that so you're trying to say, what you're trying to say is you couldn't take somebody in an actual legal battle. It all has to be controlled through the church. And he went, I can take them in an actual legal battle, which makes me wonder if these people actually can't use their own courts to actually put me in prison or do anything bad to me, because Stu promised that he would take me in an actual legal battle that was not controlled by the court, and he couldn't do it because these guys are supposed to have integrity. So I wonder if Stu's integrity is the reason they didn't murder my ass last time. That would be funny to find out Stu just fucked everything up and these people can't put me in prison. And it would make sense why they want me to go to prison, so Stu can be right when he's wrong. That would be even funnier. Oh shit. That would be full circle. Anyways, there's a guy named Sam Cedar I watch sometimes, and he says, "Hope reigns eternal." I've never understood what that means, but I think it's applicable in this situation. Yeah, I don't believe in myself because anytime I've ever tried to do anything, once again, my victories are stolen from me. And honestly, at this point, I think if even the universe forced my hand, like, if tomorrow I just ended up in court for whatever reason, I would actually do the right thing and take responsibility and turn myself in. That's not a joke. I would actually do it. But here's the side of that. To teach you fuckers a lesson for harassing me, I would immediately sign the perjury right afterwards. Because it sounds really stupid, but I, for the first time in my life, want some kind of vindication. I've never wanted that before in my life. I've never actually wanted to hurt anybody or get back at anyone. And it is an alien feeling to me. But I wouldn't be okay with just being handed $4 billion. I want to cause you people suffering. And I know you're suffering under your religion, but you should have just left me alone. I really don't want to be a savior or a hero of anything, ever. There's too much responsibility in it. And once again, this responsibility is extra fucked up because I'm taking responsibility for shit that should have never happened, but it happened because a bunch of people decided to do the wrong thing no matter what. Because they're incapable of knowing right from wrong. They're retarded. Yeah. And a religion did that to them, by the way.